So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They come up in an offset eye. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. Brady gives now to Blunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Amendola, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play clock winding down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And right side caught. Hogan. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. To throw is Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a